You now tuned in to Pretty News. Pretty News. You now tuned in to Pretty News. Pretty News. Let's get it.
I think it's time for some pretty news.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies that are now gentlemen, and gentlemen that are now ladies. Today in Pretty News, we're going to go over Epstein. And I know people say he's a financier, but in all reality, he's nothing but a pimp to the elites. It is what it is. And I think that people need to start calling it for exactly what it is. He was murdered because of the simple fact that I believe that he was about to sing like a bird. Like a bird. And we have to start looking at what's going on in society. And what's going on in society is pretty simple. You know, you have these guys who are perverts, who are literally paying men to get young women, or you know, whatever their fancy might be, and literally having human trafficking for sexual reasons, or maybe it's for adrenochrome reasons. And you guys should look that up. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. So when you really start thinking about how instead of talking about human trafficking as a forefront in our society, we're talking about guns. If that's not the biggest deception there is, I'm not saying guns are not a problem, but I think that what happens is if you give up all your guns, how do you defend yourself? It's pretty simplistic. So I think that that's a simple conversation. But in order to talk about what's really going on in society, is we have sickos who worship Satan, who literally run this country, and they're getting caught. They're getting caught red-handed, hand in the cookie jar. And we have to start calling this reality for what it is. We have to. We must. And my thing is this. Will society only care when it happens to a loved one of yours? Literally. Like that's a question. Will you care when it happens to someone that you care about? Is that when you'll wake up? Is that when you'll say this is a reality? Simple question. You must ask yourself. And also, will you start listening to me, a person who looks like me, when in all reality, when a Caucasian man tells you about these same exact things? I mean, we have to start, you know, not paying attention to necessarily the messenger, but, you know, pay attention to the message. And I'm sitting here telling you that there is an epidemic going on and people just aren't safe. And the only way to get safe is to educate yourself against Satan's devices. That's it. That's all. This is biblical. So if you believe in the Bible, you know, you should understand exactly how Satan works. We should know this. Okay? And he operates in plain sight. You just have to open up your eyes and see. It's faith. The second thing I want to talk about in news today that is not talked about in the media, and for a reason. What's going on right now in the Amazon forest? Look it up. Amazon forest fires. Look it up. It's not in our media. These are literally the lungs of our planet. If you don't understand how serious this is, you're a fool. FOOL. That's it. That's all. It's that simple. You know, I wonder what excuse that they're going to come up with for how this forest fire started. The president of this country, of that country, Brazil, didn't even mention it for the first 3 weeks. I just heard about it today. It's been going on for 3 weeks. Why? Can you imagine how those Aboriginals are being displaced? Just ask yourself, why did these fires start and how? You tell me the Aboriginals out there smoking cigarettes? Huh? Starting campfires? And no, man. Come on, man. They've been out there for thousands of years. Why?
If you like the support, send us an email. I love you. If you like the support, send us an email. I love you. Go get your merchandise. Go get it. Go get it.